guys, it's a beautiful morning. The temperature just jumped up like 30 degrees today, so I don't have to wear my huge jacket anymore. Feels good. Today what I want to talk to you about is creating schedules, right? So everybody who knows me in person for the last couple of years knows that I'm big on making schedules, right? I set things that I want to do in periods of the day, and then I just go through them. Not only does it help me get into a routine, which is one of the most important things I believe, in my opinion, that you need, to be able to replicate a good day, solid days where you do all the shit that you like to do, right? Get done, gym, the types of food you want to eat, things like that. Now that I'm back and it's 2017, my life has changed a lot. My old schedules don't really work for me, and I'm here again going to make a brand new one. So what I want to just point you out today is some little things that I have done before and which worked for me so well, okay? And I just want to show you, hopefully it comes up in the camera really well. All right, so this is my schedule that I used to follow in 2014. Okay, this is 3 years ago. It's really, this is a pretty emotional for me, even though it's just a piece of document. You see breakfast, 2 boiled eggs, oatmeal, yogurt, apple, lunch, dinner, snacks, what I'm allowed to eat, mix and match the following: whole wheat bread, peanut butter, Nutella, handful of almonds, banana, honey. Okay, rules. No greasy food. Measure oil to the least possible when making eggs. Hydrated throughout the day. There should be no need to flush after peeing. I didn't even read this before I started making the video. Whole wheat, everything. Sniff steam after cooking broccoli. Don't get me wrong. That's something I used to do because it used to be like cold or something and my nose used to be stuffy. I used to just, take in the steam and in a meditative fashion, letting my sinus like drain and flush out a bit. Only use olive oil or almond oil. Continue not putting salt in rice. Start using paper towels on eggs, which basically means damp them. Now, before I move the camera, I just wanted to show you that I should put a lock on this document or something, because it's very important that this right here stays. When I say get info, you can see, where is it? Created Sunday, May 4th, 2014. Last modified Sunday, May 18th. So after like 2 weeks, I modified it again. And then, yeah, it's been that ever since. It's not something like that I made up yesterday. So yeah, that's pretty cute. I feel sympathetic towards my old self. But this is the amazing part. Okay, wait, let me tell you, before I tell you the amazing news, you notice that my whole schedule was made around food. Because in 2014, that was my biggest challenge. I just couldn't be the type of person who takes care of my health, right? I had cravings. I would eat, outside food most of the time, bowls, Spanish food, fried chicken, all these kind of stuff, and that's something I really wanted to stop, right? And that is why my schedule was mostly based around my diet. Now I don't ever need to mention any of those things in my diet because it's already ingrained, every single one rule, except like certain things, like I don't still steam the broccoli. I mean, take the steam in and except one or two things. The food list is actually ingrained perfectly, right? I don't eat fast food, rarely, once every 2-3 months. And when I go back for vacation, I eat like my home food, which isn't as bad as fast food, but it's pretty oily. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is this was mostly based around diet. Okay, now I'll take you through the second and third years and you'll see a little bit how it changed. And I just told you the amazing news, which is that you get ingrained in it. Okay, anybody who has taken a little bit faith into schedules, they know that you become that person. You literally do. Like after a while, you don't even have to follow the rules. It's almost as if your taste buds change, your tastes change, your preferences changes, all these things, all these rules that we think we are is so changeable. It's pretty amazing. Many people think that I'm not a morning person. I just can't eat eggs in the morning. That's something my mom's used to say. She eats eggs every day now after I've hammered it for like a couple of years. My biggest one that I found recently was that I'm not a person who can take naps, right? Because I wanted to try out this other, like 2 times sleeping thing where I can be more productive, wake up like 4 or 5 a.m., take a nap at like noon, and then sleep at night early. Anyways, what I was trying to say is it was one of my biggest beliefs that I can't take a nap. I never taken a nap throughout my whole life. I was never a person who takes naps in the day. No matter how tired I am, even if I was laying there, I would be laying like half asleep until my back hurt, and then would get up and be cranky. It has to be night. But through some practice and using jet lag, get your time scale completely messed up and then restart when you come back to the place you're in, I was able to do that. I was able to take naps and wake up fresh. But the point was that all of these things that you believe are part of who you are is very changeable. It just means that that's what you have been doing. That's all. It's not who you are, it's what you have been doing. And to change it, you can just be from going, what I have been doing is, and then become what I am going to be doing now. Simple as that. All right, having that said, let's look at 2015 now. 2015. Diet 14, 2018 goals. Okay, I don't want to really show that in this. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where 2015 is, but what I'll show you is 2016 of it then. All right. Wake up, water plus fish oil, meditate, gym, shower, breakfast. It's kind of sad I had to put shower in there. Self-development. Okay, guitar 30 minutes, read 30 minutes, video minutes, work on YouTube. Oh yeah, last year it was a big goal for me to start working on YouTube. Evening, stretching, meditate. Pretty simple, okay? But it says non-job routine. I believe this was exactly when I quit my job. I wish I could show you the other. So my biggest schedule, the most tight schedule I ever had was when I was selling life insurance, right? That was also in 2016, earlier, last year. And that was very tight. Like, it would be to the 15-minute mark, right? 15 minutes here and there, I would feel kind of off, right? And this is good. It got me a lot of results. And when I quit that, I made this new schedule where I have guitar 30 minutes, reading 30 minutes, and then working on video for 30 minutes, right? Either on the idea or actually trying to shoot. So what can we take from this? One of the biggest things it's got ingrained. The other thing I really want to point out is what I had a lot of trouble with making these schedules in the beginning was I was trying to make it too tight. Like in 2016, my schedule was tight, but I was ready for it. The demand for that kind of schedule was needed in my life, and I built up the willpower to stick to it. But do not do this in the beginning, right? In the beginning, what would happen for me is I'd fall out of sync, like in 2014, like let's say I'd fall out of sync completely. I'm eating junk food, not going to the gym, feeling kind of sad, maybe even depression. I was suffering from depression at that time. So I don't know if I talked about it in the videos. But yeah, what I would then do is suddenly I would watch a video on YouTube that would really get me psyched up. Maybe it would be something like People's Like Awesome or a motivational video, and I would get really psyched up combined with some music that I like. I would be like, all right, okay, I'm gonna make a schedule that's going to make me like the fucking shit. And then what I would do is make a schedule that's so tight. I'd be like, wake up 7:30 a.m. do this, 7:45 do this, 8 a.m. do this, and make it insanely tight, and then I would follow it to the T for like maximum a week. And then I would start to fall off. Some things would happen. Some things, like maybe I have to go to class a bit later, or what if something like would break it up, and I would start to get so pissed off and so miserable. And one of my friends actually gave me this tip. He's like, dude, like, why don't you just bundle it together of certain times a day? And I was like, it was like a revelation for me. I'm like, oh, I could fucking do that. So what I did then was the things that I would do in the morning, which I put a certain time to, like 7:30 do this, 7:45 do this. They had no, particular reason to be in a sequence, right? So I would just say that morning schedule, after you wake up, let's say you wake up at 7, I put wake up 7, and then class at 10. I have 3 hours, right? I would say, and I would just put the bullet points, no numbers and sequences. Bullet points are the things I would like to do. That way I had lenient. Whatever I wanted to do, so when I woke up, I could pick one of the 3. If I didn't want to play guitar right when I woke up, I could just let it go and maybe read a little and chill out, let my mind rest into today, and then play guitar, right? And that helped me a lot because it wasn't to the T, and I really recommend you do this in the beginning, right? Guys, making a commitment to yourself that you're going to be a person who's going to stick to a schedule for the ultimate betterment, if that's a word, for yourself, is, in my opinion, already ahead of the curve, right? You should congratulate yourself just for being able to do that. So don't try to get too hard with the exact ordering. The only reason I did that in life insurance was because I really needed it, right? I can't go to an appointment until I have made all the calls for the day, right? So that had to be done in sequence, right? And it was pretty stressful. The only reason I survived through it was a shit ton of audio tapes of Brian Tracy and and like a lot of willpower. But yeah, so that's that. Those 2 nuggets for you now, right? Don't make it too tight with time. Bundle it together. And what's the first one? Whatever the one before that was, the that it gets ingrained in you, right? And everything is changeable. All right, guys. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is 2017. I'm going to be making my ultimate schedule. The last thing I would really want to share is this. One of the biggest reasons that you should have the schedule is so you do not have to really think what you have to do. The next time you watch a YouTube video and you get really psyched up about life, you get goosebumps, that twinkle in your eye appears that I'm going to make a change. Take all that emotion and put it into paper, right? You make a schedule. It sounds just a simple thing, a schedule, yeah, like have to-do list. But this is different. This is a system that if followed through day after day, it was going to get you what your dreams are. You guys get that, right? At that point, a big goal for me was to be healthy. I didn't want to suffer from depression. I didn't want to wake up every day hating myself. That was my reality. And a big goal for me was to get out of that thing. And I knew that based on the things I'm reading, based on my mentors that I'm following online, if I did these things every single day, I would be out. And here I am, out of it, right? It takes away the guesswork. So you don't have to wake up in the morning and just think like, what do I have to do today? You just follow it and you trust the system and it'll get you there, right? Now, if something comes up that you're like, oh, boom, this system is not going to work because blah, 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 then change the system. But have the system to follow, right? This is not a job. This is not your boss. This is you committing to yourself. I believe it's the ultimate, level of friendship there is. Not to get too cheesy, last of all, what I'm going to really add to this year's that I've been thinking about adding but didn't really do it is a DVD, right? In the end of your day, have a thing called or in other words, visualization, right? The main things you want to achieve out of the schedule, imagine yourself having it at the end of the day, after the meditation, after the stretching, right before bed. Imagine you laughing with laughter so hard that you have achieved it, that it makes you smile even though you're closing your eyes. I promise I'm not gonna get too cheesy, so I'm gonna end the video right here. Hope you guys learned something from this video. Next schedule is 2017. Peace out.